Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays West of Loathing, where we've amassed quite a lot of meat, to be honest with you. Not to mention, we got a creepy doll angry at us because we smashed her goblet. But we're still working our way through these quests that we had for the jail. So I think that the next one is the abandoned pickle factory. Dude, we might as well just go for it. You see a wagon broken down by the side of the road. Well, if we're being honest, it getting attacked by horrible monsters is probably more likely what happened than a simple mechanical failure. You dismount and investigate. Most of the easy pickings have predictably already been picked easily, but there's still a safe in there was presumably too heavy for the scavengers to move. Well, we have to leave it be, unfortunately. We don't have a safe crack, and apparently that's a skill we should endeavor to learn. So this is very important, as we learned during the Let's Look At. I'm gonna read this out. We read it before, but I've got to remember numbers here, okay? I don't even have a pen in my office. I just have whiteboard markers. Come on. I mean, I could open up Notepad in the background, but that seems a little unsporting, doesn't it? Let's see. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlass is gonna be so mad. She might literally bite your head off. Okay, not literally, probably. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green coveralls. Mrs. Vlass, as predicted, is furious. Late again? You'd better stop taking this job for granted. That's just horribly annoying voice. You think you're gonna find a place with a nice dormitory in a reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work. You're on pickle hopper duty. Start your shift. Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged like always. Keeping the hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes means you're constantly at a near sprint because you have to manage the cuke shunts to make the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Vlass knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it. At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Mrs. Vlass glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Break's over. Second shift. You get over to the salt tank now. So please remember, it's 976 parts per million. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustments. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is nasty business. Cough on your own time and get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot. Cat, you cannot come down to the computer town. Cat, I will stop you. I will stop you. You have been stopped. Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumor that they're considering it. Break's over, get to the boiler. Oh no, please let me out, please. Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You've tried to work with your eyes closed, but Mrs. Vlass screams at you if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low. This cat, or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. 190 degrees, idiot. Not 189, so 976 and 190. What do you think we pay you for? You don't really miss your sense of smell, or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything more, except to die. Let me out. With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination or possession or whatever the hell that was. Geez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. I will enter the pickle factory, please. And I will also kick out my lovely feline friend, who is just annoying the Christ out of me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go play with Tomo, your brother. Okay. So we're going to start at salt, because we know salt's easy enough to get here. 531 parts per million. 631, we need 976. Boom. Problem solved. 976 parts per thousand. Sorry, not parts per million. Vinegar needs to be 190 degrees. Right now, it's 93. So what can we do? Steam release will presumably cool it down. Add some coal. 93. Oh, then we gotta hit this thing. It heats up by 2 degrees. 8 degrees. There's no coal in the furnace. If you put 3 in it, it goes up by 8 degrees. Does it do like 2 to the x, where x is the number of coal that we put in it? So in theory, if we put 5 coal in this, it should go up by 32. So it should go from 103 to 135. 15 degrees. No, I'm an idiot. Is it just the coal times 3? What happened to my shovel? Oh, I can get a shovel for free later. 7 degrees. Okay, so clearly, like, there's some sort of... There's a mathematical formula here. I could do the y equals mx plus b, but we're gonna stay away from that for now. We might as well just heat this bad boy up. 35 degrees. We need it to be 190. We know 3 is gonna give it 8 degrees. This time I gave it 16 degrees. I was incorrect. So 198. Release it. 188! $193. 183. We need to get 7. There's no coal in the furnace. We can do this. This might be trial and error. Heats up by 10 degrees. Some of this coal is uneven, dude. Let's try to get it 20 away then. So like 210 would be fine. 204. There we go. 210. Hit it twice. 190 degrees. Sick. Okay, Pickle Factory Part 3 solved. Now Part 1. So what I have heard suggested is that the best way to do this, you just gotta get all these balanced, is to try to get them all, like, maxed out and then balance them, but I have no idea if this is actually plausible. Because it raises each one by 2, and then the ones next to it, it lowers by 1. So, like, I mean, let's work this out. If you pull on this, and then you do this, and then you do this, they've all moved equally with one another. Well, let's work it out here. We can probably do this algorithmically. Hopper 2 needs to come up. And then Hopper 1 is Hopper 1 needs to move up 1 relative to Hopper 3, I think. Which would be that right there. So close. I think. 12? 12? 11? Yo, but that's like pretty close, right? That's close enough? Something in the machinery rooms must not be set up correctly. Okay, so we need to raise the third hopper by 1 relative to the other 2. This will raise it by... Oh, this is on 10 now. What? Did they reset or... It must have reset. So disregard. Let's, again, scramble them here. I apologize, but there's probably a better way to do this. That I just have not considered. So we got 14, 10, and 10. So essentially, Hopper 1 needs to come down 4, and it needs to distribute it evenly to these two. It should be like, boom, boom. These are at 12 now? Can I see? 11, 12, 11. So Hopper 3 needs to come up. Hopper 1 needs to come up. And then Q-Shun 2 needs to... 12? 11? 10. Please, I'm begging you. Tell me what the Q-Shunt is at. 12, 10, 11. 10, 12, 11. So we're just swapping them around here. I need to run out and get my pen and paper here because I'm losing my mind. We're going to solve this pickle conundrum here live and in video. I promise you that. No matter how long it takes. This one's the lowest. Let's overshoot it. Give me 2 pulls. You're at 14. You're at 10. You're at 9. So this needs to get 1 more pull relative to this. But I think first, give it a little Q-Shunt 2. We got a 13. We got a 12, and we got an 8. I think maybe the smart play is to get 2 lined up and 1 off. So if we could ever get 2 of these to equal, that's probably a good play for us. 11, 10, 12. So let's get the... Well, they're not going to match at that. Okay. No, we can get 2 stuck at 11. No, we can't. Okay. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. Overshoot it by a lot. There you go. What if we just got... Oh, we can't take 1 down to 0? No, we're never going to get 1 to 0. Warning. Cuke shunts are to be operated by qualified personnel only. Okay. No, we got this, dude. There's no question in my mind. 7? 7. We got 2 equal. So I think we just need to alternate pulls and to hope that these are going to match in 2 more pulls. 10, 10, 13. We're like slightly off, because if we pull twice, we're going to have 12, or sorry, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11! We've done it! Oh, God. I didn't even know that I had solved it. It says factory activation lever. We've done it! Oh, my God. Scroll up, please. We got too much. You pull the lever and there's a deafening roar as the old machinery springs into life. After a while, a load of pickles is deposited into the receptacle to the left of the switch. You got 3 ghost pickles. Huh, all that work for 3 pickles? No wonder this place went out of business. The ghost from the cucumber room drifts through the door, gives you a grateful look, then clatters to the floor as it is replaced with a pile of bones. You got an item, pile of bones and cucumbers. A ghost from the salt room drifts through the door, gives you a grateful look, then collapses into a pile of remains. Salt-crusted skull. The ghost from the vinegar room drifts through the door, gives you a grateful look, then vanishes in a puff of bones. Vinegar-soaked bones. So my theory for cucumber storage, you get 2 of them equal, and then you just pull, like, let's say you have A, B, and C. A and B are equal. You pull A, you pull B. You pull A, you pull B, until C equals A equals B. That seems like maybe a little bit of trial and error, not 100% code golfed up, but like acceptable perhaps. There's a patch of pepperoni mold growing out here. Gretcha Vlas. She was very terrible. 20 mysticality and we can talk to her. I'm telling you straight up, we cannot get to 20 mysticality. Not with our present stats, at least. So let's head back, and that's maybe our last jail quest here. You find a crate of supplies bound for a nearby army fort. Looks like it fell off the wagon. Or the driver fell off the wagon and was too drunk to strap it down. In any case, it looks like it got knocked open by the fall. My favorite Judd Apatow movie. Got a chemical bullet and military-grade whiskey. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. Nice. All right. I just heard that was the horse probably. Went, hey! We need to sleep probably to get mail is my guess. Hey, give her the pickle factory remains. What in the world? It's the Gherkin brothers. And please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Here's the reward. 1,500 meat, 60 experience, and we're done with the jail. How's it going, guys? I wonder if there's ways to, like, non-lethally capture the ghosts. Maybe if you actually are able to fight them and you can put them in the room. Or you can tie them up. That'll do it for you, but... A lot available. Okay, well, we still have, we need a needle, if possible, so that we can hack into the player piano. It doesn't look like there is a needle for sale. So I think I'm going to go into the saloon, and I'm going to take a little snooze. Oh, sorry, that's Susie. I forgot. That's your bed. We also got angry today. There we go. Dude, that's pretty sweet. You go to sleep. You dream that you're having a fight with a tiger while fleeing from your father. After that, you fall into a bottomless void. You wake up quite refreshed. Well, okay then. You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober. Let's wait to consume food, but let's definitely insult ourselves for the stat bonus. But let's wait to consume food until we know what bonuses we want for the day. So I'm going to check and see if we got some mail from the post office overnight. Hi, I'm Nor Thernlion. Any mail for me? Yes, actually. Package came for you. Here you are. You got an item, a package from Rufus. Thanks. It's a package from your younger brother, Rufus. He's weird, but he's a sweet kid at heart. Open it. You got an item, modern snake oiler. Dude. What? Nostalgia mode unlocked in the options menu. So we can play it with like a sepia tone over top. That's funny. So yes, I will learn a new snake oiling skill. So we can get Big Spleen for more potions. Fan Hammer, a combat skill that lets you do 3 ranged attacks. There's a letter to the editor from a woman in Wyoming who had an amazing idea. What if you shot somebody 3 times instead of just once? I like that. Let's learn Fan Hammer. AP costs 3. Each subsequent attack deals 1 more damage. That's pretty good. Alright, and options. Nostalgia mode off, please. Now it looks so bright, but this is the way I prefer it. Alright, can't do anything there. No mail. Sweet, okay, well we got a lot of places left to... Oh, it's Cactus Bill again! Cactus Bill, didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place, so much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody. Someday. I'll keep an eye out. Oh, dude, so we can set this guy up if we can complete our quest. You got anything for me, bartender? Do you need any help with anything? No, I'm still working on the player piano. These guys are still asleep. Maybe Ellsbury wants to speak with me? He's not dancing anymore. No? You guys? Nothing. Okay, we can actually get quests in the kitchen for sure. Check the stage. Nothing. Check the kitchen. Alright. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around. It's gotta be Gordon Ramsay, right? So you're the nosy type, eh? That's not Gordon Ramsay, but I'm gonna stick with it. Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm ambiguously from somewhere from the Great British Colonies, between Australia and the Indian Ocean. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you donkey? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up! The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, I'll be right back. Let's do it. You got anything for me, dishwasher man? Dishwasher lady? Nothing? Wait. Do we have any... No, don't talk to me. I'm looking for ingredients. Atop this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. Agreed, dude. Okay. Well, let's go to Fort Cowardice. Still gotta do the Dave Yard, but I don't think we have the quest for that yet. I think it comes from the chef. A few yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton trudging towards the northwest. It doesn't seem to have noticed you or anything else, really. Obviously, I'm gonna swing at it here. You will shoot at this target 3 times, doing 27 to 30 total damage. How could I not? 10 experience and some skull chips. We still don't have any foraging skills, so we can't get the beer barrel cactus. Can we go up? You climb up the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Ah, that's it. Administration. This cabinet is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personnel records in the back of one drawer. Examine them. They are incredibly boring. No, really. I want details. You read one. Patricia Smith, secretary, pay grade C5, born February 11th, 1838. Declared? Hired, maybe? She's got 63 sick days, dude. She should get some. Now you're just looking at the same ones you've read before. What is wrong with you? Come on. I know you got something more. Okay, no, maybe not. This once was a reception death, but now the most appropriate thing for it to receive would be a free trip to the dump. Haha. We need a needle in order to get that. We got a hardtack, a Civil War era cracker, and military grade whiskey, which I guess we will be drinking for buffs. Open the spice rack. We got some saltpeter. All right, so mission accomplished there. Mess hall is the same building. What about the tent? You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside of this tent. Go in guns blazing or leave them alone. Let's leave them alone for now because we have goblin tongue. I like this joke. This must be the math tent. Funny. Okay. This cot is soaked with blood. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to the Fort Cowardice's nurse. Look at the papers, look at the diagrams, or leave. Maybe the diagrams are more valuable? They're just a bunch of disgusting diagrams of sliced open bodies. Look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental daguerreotypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, oh wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Marching orders. This is a set of army marching orders from before all the army's marching orders were march back east just as fast as your lily-livered little yellow-bellied feet can go, you damnable cowards. This is a set of marching orders directing a rifle division to Fort All-Dead, far to the north of Dirtwater. Well, they're not doing anybody any good now. You tear them up into little pieces and throw them away. Take that, future historians. Yeah, suck on that, Dan Carlin. All right, we got some more sundries, but we can't crack into that safe. This sign has the goblin word for toilet on it. That sign says toilet in goblin, which makes it pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way are you going in there. Fair. We got a cannonball. This cannonball is made to fit a demi-culverin, a cannon with a bore diameter of 10 centimeters. No demi less, no demi more. Funny joke. Did we get any new dialogue for these guys yet? No. So I'm thinking, what if we have like some kind of encounter where we can like put the cannonball into the cannons and fire them off, but doesn't appear so. So obviously I'm gonna like fight those goblins. Mostly because that was a perfectly good tent, dude. Alright. 20, 21. We might as well just like knock out the melee guy with fan hammer. Because effectively, like, we cannot be hurt. Our Moxie is so high. Well, what's our Moxie? Her Moxie's 10. Our Moxie is 12. Yeah, and I'm not worried about getting hurt by ranged attacks, so we should just try to knock these dudes out. No problem. Hey, 6 HP is no joke, but considering we have no buffs, I don't think it's that bad. 5 to 6 stench damage, and it... How much poison does it apply? 5? Yeah, so he's dead. Or will be dead, rather. And this guy's done next turn. Stench Pistol's doing good work. I do wish that it still poisoned them with Fan Hammer, though. Easy money. 30 experience. We must have a ton by now. Let me go check character. 178! Okay. Well, I mean, Fan Hammer seems incredible. Kinda just want to take a level in that. And then we still have 78 experience left. Maybe give me like 1 muscle level. Our muscle is actually lower now. Oh, because we're probably still wearing that stupid goblin ring. Let's take 1 extra level of muscle. 1 extra level of grit. I don't think our leveling matters too much. I'm probably doing this pretty suboptimally, but we're still crushing enemies on a regular basis. There we go. Alright. The footlocker is empty. An unlocked footlocker. I guess that just makes it a footer. Open the footer. Incendiary bullet and smelling salts. Gives you 1 additional action point when used in combat. Footlocker is locked. The lock on this footlocker has rusted away to almost nothing. Kick it open. We get smelling salts, hardtack, silver bullet. Okay. Well, it went well. We might as well head back, right? I want to get as many encounters on the road as possible because they seem to, like, give us resources. Your keen eyes detect a secluded cave in the near distance. Exploring it would definitely be a good use of your time. You discover a new map location, Shaggy Dog Cave. Maybe we'll go there next. But for now, it's in the saloon. My bad. No, I have not found a cactus lady yet, Bill. I'm working on it. Sort of. Have you got that saltpeter yet? Yeah, got it right here. That's the stuff. Thanks. Okay, the next thing I need... it's just, the voice just keeps changing. Is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called a murder pepper. Because it's really spicy? Because it literally has a knife and kills people who ask dumb questions. They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around a while. Okay, I got no problem with that. We're knocking quests out like crazy here. So let's just go. I think we can just wander by clicking this. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to its source, a vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that the feller at the Jewel was looking for. Grab it. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Stop the wander, then. Take me back. Dude, that was the easiest quest in Earth's history. Did you find me a murder pepper? Yes, here it is. Oh, nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. Ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. You got an item, key to P.O. Box 441. 441. 441. Dude, I gotta send more postcards to Rufus so I can keep getting stacked here. Okay. 441. The one that belongs to the chef of the Jewel. Open box. You open the box and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. Got item, saute knife. Even though you're holding it, you're pretty sure there's no such thing as a saute knife. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. It's like the game is one step ahead of me. I was definitely considering it. Bill, you're haranguing me here, okay? And not in like the MIA Purple Haze galang galang galang, you know? Have you got me knife? Yes, here you go. Excellent, this'll work a lot better than the hammer I was using. Okay, I'll need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave. I mean, literally, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead. He may be dead. He won't mind. So that's in the Dave yard, if I remember correctly. Because, I mean, it's his friend Dave. But we just discovered it naturally, but we'll do this quest, and that'll probably put a nice little capstone on this video in which we successfully completed the Pickle mission, so I'm a happy boy. Here lies Dave B. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. We got an item. Brown boots. +1 maximum AP. Well, they're strictly worse than our other options. We'll fight some skellies here. Dude, Fanhammer is actually, like, ridiculously good. I think it's like an easy win button. Here lies Dave C. Went down in a theater. Dave Coulier, we covered this in the Let's Look At. Here lies Dave J. Rapapapow. I don't know what that means yet. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag. Strange. Reach inside. You reach inside the garbage bag and are surprised to find that it's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? You finally manage to reach all the way down to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got an item, Dave's secret sauce recipe. So it was that, Dave. Just combine these ingredients in a small pot, stir, and abracadabra, rapapapow. I feel like I gotta, like, go look. Rapapapow? Gabriel Gava, DVD, 2013. I mean, he's like a Spanish comedian or something. There might be a singer. I can't tell. He's got, like, a comedian outfit, but he's got a treble clef tattooed on his arm. It was more of, like, a singer thing, I would suppose, in the whole scheme of things. Anyway, sick. So that's done. We'll just keep fighting these skeletons because, like, they actually stand no chance. Fanhammer is 10 out of 10. 10 experience and a skeleton bone. Hopefully a quest item we can use eventually. Dave L. died of a heart attack. Gravedigger left his lunchbox. We got spiked coffee, Vienna blood sausages. Dave G. This is Dave Grohl. He was looking to the sky to save him. I remember. We got another skeleton. Like, I just feel bad for you at this point because you cannot stand up to the, like, the pain that we're putting down. You're just giving us 10 free experience. Dave D. David Duchovny. The truth was out there. It killed him. Dave G. Murdered by the other Dave Grohl. And we got a skull with an odd tag on it. This skull has a little paper tag tied to it which says Inter-Cemetery Loan on one side and some notes on the other. Examine it. The tag on the skull has a serial number and says it was borrowed from the submission catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Geez, this thing is really late. The back of the tag has the catacombs address on it. You discovered a new map location, Old Mission. All right, so I guess we'll drop that there, hot and fresh out of the kitchen. Mama rolling that body. Got every man in here wishing. This is one of those things they have in mausoleums. You know, one of the big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. Let's open a whole bunch here. So anybody with melee weapons just gets dusted immediately. Because our Moxie, whoa, he's like a spellcaster. I think we actually fought this guy in the last video we did, or in the Let's Look At, I should say. So this guy is immune to stench damage, or immune to poison at least. No, don't attack her. I think we'll just kind of take it as it comes here. Well, I don't know. Let's try and see if he's not immune to poison. Which he's not, then he will go down pretty quickly. So we'll start working on the other guy. He is immune to poison. I was lied to. Either way, we're still going to be fine. So we need to do 10 damage to that guy. We should do it this way then, because we're definitely going to land enough damage. And then she hits for 10 regardless, so it's the easiest money ever made. 30 XP, bunch of skeleton bones. Open a whole bunch. Is this just like endless skeleton fights? I mean, this guy has only got 19 HP. Maybe we should dust like the strongest one first, although he won't necessarily die. You will absolutely die. You will absolutely die. All right, let's take care of the chef first. 19. Yeah, and we'll just double tap that guy with Susie. It should be okay. Ah, yeah, we didn't take that much damage from that regardless. So you're gonna die in 8 damage. You're gonna die in 24. I think I'll just smack you. Because you heal in between battles, I mean, we could fight these guys for 100 years. And we're only going to get stronger because we're getting more experience in the meantime. But it's probably not the smartest idea to just go at them like this forever. Instead, we'd likely be better off moving on in our quest, is my guess. Yeah, I don't need to fight infinity skeletons, I think. Unless there's some kind of benefit. Some kind of ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. This is a pile of mostly burned rags that maybe used to be a person? Investigate. Gore-splattered scroll, human ashes, and a robe receipt. Okay. Whoops. 128 experience. Robe receipt. This is a receipt for delivery of 150 black silk robes. Sounds pretty ominous. Examine it. It's about time you started gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation that's been going on around these parts. You grab a notebook and paperclip. The receipt to the first page, you get an item, Necromancer's journal. Let's read it. You open your Necromancer's journal and examine the information you've collected so far. You've found a receipt for a delivery of robes. Looking at it more closely, you see that there's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. That means that the Necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Progress. Looks like that's everything you've got so far. So this is like how we quest towards the final boss, I guess. Gore-splattered scroll. This scroll is almost too covered in blood and viscera to read. Lucky for you, you've gotten all that practice reading inside of a dog. What? You scrape the largest of giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust, and place a mostly perfect or better glass sphere where the heart would be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such as like that. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. Okay, well, maybe we can learn how to become the Necromancer. Or even the Necrodancer. We can just do it. All right. Some kind of ritual circle. Perform the ritual. Let's see. According to the glass or the gross scroll, you need human ashes, some stardust, and a glass sphere if you want to do the ritual. You dig through all your stuff, but you don't find any glass spheres. Nuts. All right. So we know we need a glass sphere, and then we can go back to the Daveyard. But let's call it for now. We're going to go back and turn in our quest items to the chef and spend our experience on the next episode. For now, check out West of Loathing on Steam and is linked in the video description below if you want to pick it up for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And of course, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, partner.